Hello, welcome. This is Analyst Hangout. Thank you for joining us, everyone, wherever you're watching us from. And as usual, of course, we'll delve into the conversation in a moment. And let me introduce my guest on the program today. As usual, on the program, Ambrose Omodion, Chief Research Officer, Investor Consulting Limited, joins me in the studio live here. Thank you for joining us, Ambrose Omodion. We appreciate your time again.
Yeah,
it's
thanks.
a good time.
Yeah.
All right, let's also welcome virtually joining us. It's Mr. Kasimo Garuba Kofi is the CEO, APT Securities and Mutual Funds Limited. He joins us virtually as well. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time, Mr. Kofi.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so let's get started now. So take a look at the market in the week. Interesting time, even though it's a mixed market, but this is how we would like to describe it for the week. The market opened the new bearish note by about 1.47% to close at 51,127.38 basis point as market capitalization declined. There on Tuesday, we also saw the market, came back. Yes, of course, came back from Salah holiday. I think there was a miss up there, but I think yes, there's a miss up there. The market came back from a Salah holiday with about 136 billion naira gain there. And when you look at Wednesday, we saw the same momentum, and Thursday we also saw the same momentum. So the market has gained 3 times between Tuesday and Thursday trading sections. And Friday, the Nigerian Exchange Limited maintained a positive momentum to close the month positive, as the NGX all share index increased by 0.32%, as 24 stocks posted gains while 27 stocks declined. And then, of course, if you look at the benchmark index hitting a new reading of 52,403.51 basis point, and market capitalization settling at 28.527 trillion naira respectively. Well, that's a quick look at the market. And if you look at a quick one, look at this week in review, the week to date up by 2.04%, and when you look at the month to date, down by 3.37%. So let's get started. Ambrose Omodion, you are in the studio here with me. So how would you access the performance of the equities market this week?
I would say for me, it's a bullish market, and for those that are Muslim, I'll tell them that after their prayer, the market really bounced back, after the Salah holiday. For straight 4 trading days, market has been in green, and that is a good, omen for the market. After market has suffered losses for almost 5 down weeks, the last we are seeing now, the last week of April, market is trying to rebound, supporting a straight 7 days uptrend. For me, it's a good news for the market. But there are factors behind the market recovery. One, we know that April matured bond as at this week provide liquidity in the market, and also company that has payment date within this period also provide liquidity for the market. This also help the market to maintain the strong momentum we just mentioned. Also, if you look that way, we saw impressive quarterly earnings. Despite before now, all the analysts in the market has assumed that yes, we want to see a kind of missed number. Yes, that means number to level has a stage, because if you look at the number that came from the banking sector, I'll tell you good numbers for Q1, and some also from the food and beverage sector. I've seen a good number apart from Nigeria Brewery, CAP and others, and Boa Cement, decline in terms of profit. Generally, I'll tell you that results that hit the market Q1 are impressive. If that continues between now and end of tomorrow being the last day for the week or Sunday, more results also add momentum for the market. And don't forget also that we're entering the month for transition, and we'll start seeing a little changes before now. Yesterday we saw the first appointment for them to have the president-elect to have the ADC fund, and also after that they also had the news that they are suspending removal of subsidy for now until incumbent government settle down. To tell you that this is going to change market perception, and also how analysts or investors should plan their trade between now and the handover. I believe that 100 days in the office will define where they are going as a nation and also as an economy.
I know you've touched a little bit on my second question, but let me go to Kasima Garuba, who is virtually with us. Talk to us about your own analysis, and how impressed are you with the record of the market this week?
Well, I think the market has really surprised us.
Okay.
The few result that comes surprised them.
Hello, Mr. Kofi, can you hear me? Oh, okay. I mean, perhaps the destruction has started again with
overload profitability.
Okay, we have him back
but
now.
We got contrary to it, and therefore the market was amazed and rebounds back. At the same time, the play done by the cheap penny or $2 has really helped the market, because the capitalization of Transcorp has almost three times what was it before. And this helped the market capitalization in general. Also rebounds other stocks that Jafol, Chams, FTN, Cocoa. Many of them have started rebounding back. What a surprise to the market. I think we are going to see a different market for this year.
I agree with you, sir.
Interesting. Ambrose is already agreeing with you that we're going to see a different market this year. Interesting. It looks like there have been a lot of competition in the market between Femi Otedola and Lumele. We'll get to that in a moment. But let's look at, I mean, we're transiting into a new month, which of course begins the second month in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And so do you expect that this momentum we are seeing continues in that, in the new month of May?
It's likely going to continue in view of the fact that we are expecting more first quarter results. And if this first quarter results surprise us, the market will surprise them. Because the market is really amazed with what we have witnessed this. Look, when you see profit increasing by 100%, turnover is increasing by 50%, double digit, in any level of performance, this is an excellent performance. So the market have not yet rewarded. And we are seeing the big cap like Food, a stock that is over 1 trillion. With this fantastic result, we wait to see what the flour mill, Honeywell, and many other food beverages are expected to display. Because it seems that across the board, all of them, they are likely going to display the same result.
But let me quickly, I mean, get your opinion on this before I come to Ambrose. What would you consider the most driving sector for the month of April? Because even though the market, you said, yes, so even though you said the market or the first quarter was okay, but if you look at the month to date, declined by about 3.37%.
Yes, but the most, you see, the most improving is the...
Oh dear. Okay, maybe I should allow Ambrose to, you know, address that.
Yeah, for me, what does happen is that market feed on information, and information I mentioned earlier is these earnings that are hitting the market, and anywhere in the world you can't separate company earnings from the price of those stocks, especially when they are positive. Also when they are bad, it's going to reflect on the price. Seeing that these earnings are beating market expectation, analyst expectation, I believe that in the month of May we need to expect a missed market. Like I said, earlier we have seen changes coming closer to handover date. If more information starts also filtering out from that angle, because already we have a transition committee, the more they discuss, things will come out to the public. That was going to change psyche of the market. But because investment is driven by by factors, especially when it comes to equity investment, liquidity and company performance are very key. And now we are seeing liquidity improving because of the payment date that happening, and people are receiving their, like today I got 2 alerts from FCMB and from Transcorp. We are going to invest it back to the market to provide liquidity for the market, and also the point that mature this period also was to improve the liquidity in the financial market. Then the power of interest rate will not decide where the money will flow to. Is it flowing to equity space or flowing to the fixed income space? And don't forget that in the last treasury bill we saw a decline from 14.7 to 10.7. Actually, also there are some yield in the market I was speaking that has 12% yield, which is above that treasury bill. And also look at interest rate at 18, and also inflation at 22.1. That means if the top lines and the bottom line of company are seen are far above inflation rate. It tells that these companies have done perfectly well. You are seeing a company giving 100% bottom line, 50% the top line, 45. All these numbers are above. For me, it's a good deal for the market.
Looks like we have Casimo back online. I mean, how did these companies post impressive earnings in the first quarter? I'm just wondering, though, that what magic they have done, given the turbulence in the first quarter of the year.
Well, I think the magic is that even though we look at the tide of the lack of cash liquidity, but lack of cash liquidity also bring prompt payment. So it seems that this company benefited from that. They get instant transfer and they also deliver the good, and that gives them an edge over the informal market, which is waiting for the cash. So the formal market benefited from lack of liquidity rather than not benefiting. And that is one thing that makes completely difference, especially for the food beverages.
Okay. But before there was this...
In addition to that...
please go ahead.
In addition to that, what Transcorp display by the PME really changed the game and bring the beauty of the Transcorp. Transcorp had a turnover of over 30% of their entire share capital in less than 1 month. That experience in the last 5 years. And it now, we know the true positions. So people that are hiding, they are coming out to say, I am the one. Before, we don't know who owned what. But today we see the true pictures. And we like this kind of development to appear in all the other sectors of the economy so that we know the true position of whoever say anything.
Okay. I need you to also, I mean, we'll talk about this extensively later on the show, talking about Transcorp, a new, will I say,
holding structure.
New holding structure now. So I will talk about that more. But I was asking you what your outlook is for the new month before the disruption. So please complete that thought.
We are expecting more first quarter result to appear in the new month, and we are expecting more positive to take by the elected government. If we get the two work concurrently, they will all move toward a positive end, especially that the federal government decided to delay the cutting of the fuel subsidy, allowing the new government to have their put before they decide.
Okay.
All this add to the value of the economy and give hope to the common man.
Okay. I think we just have to leave it there. And that takes us to the second conversation. Of course, we have to look at the subsidy removal and what this means for the fiscal spending